physical subscription, plus you get the digital if you like that. DRM free using coupon code Central Committee.
Alabama, Arkansas, Arizona, Florida, Georgia, Kansas, Michigan, Mississippi, Missouri, North Carolina, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Utah, West Virginia, and Wisconsin. Whew. Including for programs like food stamps, literally treating addicts as less than human and cutting off their access to food. No big deal. And in other places, public services are put behind work requirements. Also pretty bad, given how getting a job isn't fully up to you, it's highly influenced by personal or societal factors, and the constant pool of unemployed people kept as a labor reserve for a capitalist economy to tactically push wages down with the threat of termination. But that's not all. A large portion of welfare services, even supposedly, quote, universal programs, are put behind a poverty test, meaning you need to make less than a specific amount to get access to programs, which governments check using the official poverty measure, or OPM if you crushed all the letters together. Programs like Medicaid, Medicare, SNAP, Head Start, and a lot of others use the OPM in one way or another as part of the way to determine eligibility. And the thing they don't tell you about the OPM is that it's a totally arbitrary number. The official poverty measure is not some objective fact handed down to us from the gods defining who's poor and who's not. Like many parts of the American welfare system, the OPM was built on a random number someone calculated for something else, and one day everybody started using it for everything and anything, including deciding who lives and who dies. If that sounds extreme, a study by the Columbia School of Public Health found that around 160,000 people died in the US due to a lack of social support, a low-end estimate considering the study adds a separate 130,000 deaths to, quote, individual-level poverty. With all those lives on the line, you'd hope they calculated the number correctly, right? But they didn't. While we don't have time to get into the full history of the OPM and all of its many, many problems, the short version is this. Molly Orshansky, an economist working for the government in the 60s, developed the OPM using the absolute most restrictive meal plan from the Department of Agriculture designed only for, quote, temporary or emergency use when funds are low. Basically, a number calculated by the Department of Agriculture for how much money you need to not literally starve. Molly, brilliant economist that she is, multiplied it by 3 to account for all the other stuff people